Welcome to ARDEX Answers podcast, where you'll find the latest and greatest on flooring, tiling and waterproofing, as well as general construction for the Australian building industry.
Welcome back to ARDEX Answers. I'm Monique Fenech from ARDEX, and joining us today is Chris Brady from ARDEX. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you very much.
And Chris is our Technical Services Advisor at ARDEX. Today's topic is on underfloor heating. So the first question, Chris, is what are the two types of underfloor heating?
So there are a variety of underfloor heating systems, but they usually fall under two categories. You've got your strip wire systems, your electric heating systems, and the other one is a hydronic floor system. So that's more water pipes that are preheated. So they're the two. Okay,
so let's break them down. So the first one, electric underfloor heating. What systems are suitable for those?
So for your wire strip systems, sometimes they are as simple as wires coiled back and forth on the ground and they're just taped down at certain areas. Sometimes they're actually housed within a framework as well. For the ones that are just taped down or your simple systems, they can either be embedded in, say, a tile adhesive. A little trickier to do than, say, using a levelling compound, which is the preferred method. But if you do have to apply a heated floor wire system over a system that already has fall in place, it's very hard to then keep the levelling compound from doing what it's supposed to do. So at that point, you might need to use a tile adhesive. So you can embed them in tile adhesives and embed them in levelling compounds. If you are going to have, say, a sound deadening mat, a sound reduction mat on your floor, and you need to incorporate the wires on top of something like that, you'd be restricted to tile adhesives for that one. Sometimes they can also be embedded within a screed as well.
Okay, well let's look at the other type that you mentioned, the hydronic. What are the systems required or suitable for that type?
So for the hydronic, it's a bit of a heavier duty system. You've got much larger pipe systems, just diameter wise of a pipe versus the tiny little wire. You do generally encase those either within concrete itself or potentially a levelling compound with a fair bit of headspace on top of that as well. Or you can encase them within, say, like a heavy duty engineered screed.
So what are some key considerations and precautions to keep in mind for both of those types?
So for your hydronic systems, the big thing is making sure that you've got enough headspace on top of that. Those manufacturers may have specific guidance, or it might be that the levelling compound or screed manufacturers have particular recommendations as well. We cover that as well. When it comes to your wire systems, it's very important that if you are going to use a levelling compound, that you do still get a few mil over the wire system itself. You don't just flood it to the point where you're just in contact with the wire. Otherwise, you've got potentially very thin, brittle sections which could crack. If you've got a framework system, a lot of the frameworks that have the wires already pre-wired through them, they've got small little holes in them as well, which allow a levelling compound to seep in through there and completely lock it into place. Whereas you wouldn't be able to use a tile adhesive for that sort of thing because the tile adhesives are too thick. They won't be able to glide in between those small little holes.
Yeah, okay. It sounds like there's a lot to consider.
Yeah.
So where can people go for more information?
So generally we've got information on our technical bulletins, our technical literature, and the flooring section in particular. If you are going to go the tiling systems, you can use those as well. So Technical Bulletin 17 and Technical Bulletin 176, I believe they are.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, well, great. It's good to know about underfloor heating, and that's for predominantly an electrician, I would say, or are you saying that you...
Look, for a lot of those, yeah. I mean, they've got to be synced up properly. Also, a lot of the controller units as well, they've all got to be installed correctly. It's not something I'd recommend you usually do yourself unless you do have a DIY kit itself, and you're very good at making sure you follow those instructions, especially because it's embedded within another compound. If you get that wrong, you're looking at ripping up that entire floor in order to address it. It's not just pulling the wires out.
Okay, we don't want that.
No.
Well, great. Thanks for joining us on podcast today, Chris.
Happy to be here.
Bye for now.